Okay, so welcome back to the Alba CBH2, which is a 2-watt 40 channel hand portable for the UK CB2781 band under MPT 1320. These radios date back to late 1981, early 1982. They were made in Hong Kong. Right, we'll move on to the receiver. Now this is one of those where you need a sweep generator. So don't mess with the IF. So really all we can do on receive is do T7 and T8, and that's it, because anything else needs a sweep generator. So I'm just going to see where we are with the sensitivity. Now the next snag I've got is, because it doesn't have an extension speaker socket, I'll just have to pop a crocodile clip onto the loudspeaker itself, and I can never find a crocodile clip lead when I want one. Okay, so we're now hooked up to the test equipment, and T8 is this one here. As ever, I'm looking at a synod meter and an oscilloscope. That's brought an improvement. And then we move on to T7. I'll just go back on those. As I'm unable to do anything further with the IF or the detector because it needs a sweep generator to do that. Well, let's look at the sensitivity. It's doing 0.3 of a microvolt there, 0.2. Yeah, that's fine. That's sensitive enough. I'll see if I can take a reading, because I had somebody ask me. Yeah, that's 0.3 for round about 11 decibels. So that's not bad at all. What I'm now going to do is to put the radio back, the printed circuit board back together, and then we'll set up things like the S meter. It's quite useful that this walkie-talkie has an S meter. So I'll just pause the video while we screw the chassis back together. Okay, so I've screwed the chassis back into the set now. I'll switch the power supply back on. And the things to go for now, we've got the S meter to do, and we've got the squelch preset to do. The squelch doesn't work brilliantly on these, I've noticed in the past. So let's go for the S meter. We'll put an S9 signal on, which is 100 microvolts on the test set. We'll see what that reads on the meter. Now then, what does it read? Over the top. So it's variable resistor 5, which is the one at the bottom here. So if I can manage to hold it in position and adjust it, and that's S9. You need an electron microscope to read that meter. Now we'll go for the squelch. So I'll turn the signal generator off. We'll set threshold on the squelch control, and the signal generator back on. that comes in at a sensible level. Now we'll turn the squelch to full. That's very weak. So see if we can improve on that. It's variable resistor 2. Variable resistor 2 is just there under the wiring. I've just set that to full. Let's see what happens. So I'm going to set threshold. When does it come in? Comes in at 1 microvolt. That's fine. Now I'll set the squelch control to full. Comes in at 10 microvolts. That's an improvement. So setting it to full has made it a bit more usable. And that concludes the Alba CBH2. So all we need to do now is to put it all back together, and that's always interesting.